The NBA offseason is buzzing, and one name has been floating in trade rumors more than most: Jonathan Kuminga. The young forward has shown flashes of brilliance for the Golden State Warriors, but there's growing tension about whether he's truly a fit for the team's future. And recently, a trade rumor involving the Chicago Bulls has left Warriors fans divided. Could Kuminga actually leave the Bay Area for Chicago? Well, an insider has shut that down. But what does this mean for Kuminga, the Warriors, and their future together? Let's break it all down. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with fellow basketball fans. Got thoughts on Kuminga's future with the Warriors? Drop your comments below. We want to hear what you think. For weeks now, the idea of Jonathan Kuminga getting traded to the Chicago Bulls has been a hot topic. The proposed deal? Kuminga to Chicago in exchange for Nikola Vucevic. On paper, it seemed like a reasonable move for both sides. The Warriors get a reliable big man to complement their championship-contending roster, while the Bulls add a promising young forward to their rebuild. Sounds good, right? But not so fast. NBA insider Zach Lowe recently poured cold water on this rumor, saying on the Zach Lowe Show, "I don't think Vooch to Golden State is a thing. I don't think it's a thing. I'm not sure it ever really was a thing. On this current contract anyway." So just like that, a trade that had gained traction on social media fizzled out. Zach Lowe touched on this, stating, "If he just defended better, I think he would have played more. I think the Warriors coaches would have let him grow. But the defense just hasn't been there consistently enough." And that's the issue. Kuminga's defense has been spotty at best, and in a system where defense is just as important as offense, it has held him back from earning a bigger role in Golden State. The Warriors' offense is a thing of beauty, a symphony of motion and spacing. To fit in, you need to be a player who can seamlessly blend into that system. Kuminga, with his raw athleticism, isn't that kind of player yet. Sure, he's got the scoring ability. Last season, he averaged 15.3 points per game on 45.4% shooting. But there are cracks in his game, particularly his perimeter shooting, which has been inconsistent at best, only 30.5% from three-point range. But here's where things get interesting. If Kuminga can iron out those weaknesses and embrace a more defined role in the Warrior system, he could thrive. But that requires a level of sacrifice that might not align with his personal aspirations. Kuminga has expressed his desire to one day become an NBA All-Star. And while the Warriors are a championship team, they might not be the right platform for a player who wants to carve out his own individual legacy. Golden State faces a tough decision. They have a young, talented player in Kuminga, but he's not yet a perfect fit for their system. The hesitation to trade him means the Warriors are essentially stuck in limbo. The longer they wait, the more potential they risk losing. And this indecision is starting to impact other areas of their roster construction, like the delayed signing of veteran Al Horford. The Warriors could very well be stuck between a rock and a hard place. Trading Kuminga might be their best move, but it also means letting go of a player with enormous upside. However, holding on to him means continuing to deal with the issues surrounding his fit within the system. It's a tricky balancing act for GM Bob Myers and head coach Steve Kerr. At the end of the day, the question remains, will Jonathan Kuminga ever be the player the Warriors need him to be? The reality is, if he can tighten up his defense, improve his shooting, and buy into the Warriors' motion-based offense, there's a real chance he could carve out a role for himself. But if his ambition is to become a star in his own right, that may never come to fruition in Golden State. For now, the Warriors have yet to make any moves involving Kuminga. But as the offseason progresses, the situation could evolve. And with players like Al Horford still on the market, Golden State will have to decide whether to pull the trigger on a Kuminga trade or hold firm and bet on his development. So what do you think? Will Kuminga stay in Golden State, or is a trade in his future? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video for more NBA content. Until next time, this is your channel name, bringing you the latest in basketball news and rumors. Stay tuned.